What's going on, new money? I just want to bring you guys my thoughts on three major updates on PiCoin and Pi Network that I've seen over the week. I've been seeing a lot of misinformation or maybe misunderstandings about what this news really means. So, like I said, in this video, I'm just going to be giving my take. Of course, none of this is financial advice. Please always do your own research. I'm just some dude in a hammock giving you their 2 cents on the market and what they think is going on. So let's go ahead and get into it from the oldest to the newest stuff. First thing is about a week old at this point, but I need to clear up some misunderstandings that I'm seeing. Is that Banxa is a centralized exchange in the United States. I'd actually never heard of it before until this announcement. They actually bought about 30 million PiCoin, or at the time it was worth around 19 million. I believe that they're up at the time of recording. And what this does, like I said, amongst other countries and other people, this allows people in the United States to actually on-ramp and off-ramp into Pi or using Pi. So they can buy Pi using their credit and debit, and they can also transfer it back to their bank, sell Pi, and then transfer money back into their bank if they want to. So that's massive in my opinion. Like I said, I don't know any other exchanges in the US where you can on-ramp and off-ramp very easily. If you guys want to see me try out Banxa app and see if I can actually get it done, then let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments down below. And like I said, I just want to clear up what some of this actually means. Of course, this is amazing, but what this is not is an investment for Banxa themselves. This is just what centralized exchanges do when they want people to be able to buy and sell on their exchange. So for anybody that doesn't know how a lot of centralized exchanges work, there's 2 ways that they can have people trading cryptos on their platform. One way is that they can have the different projects, the different token founders actually give the centralized exchanges a large percent of their supply or a certain percent of their supply, as well as oftentimes the centralized exchanges make the different coins and the project founders have to pay tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to, if not more, money to be on their exchange to get listed. That does happen very frequently. I'm not going to call out any specific projects or centralized exchanges, but in this case, what's even more bullish for a crypto project to have happen is for the centralized exchanges themselves to actually have to buy the crypto off of the market themselves, which is what's happened here. So this is even more bullish. It's nice that the Pi core team didn't have to go out of their way and give away a large percent of the supply or any of the supply to these centralized exchanges. They actually have centralized exchanges buying up the supply of PiCoin because the demand is there, and they know that they're going to make money off of the trading fees. So again, just to clear things up, this isn't some investment for Banxa. I don't believe anyways. I don't work for them. This is them just trying to get access to the trading fees and to the demand that is there for PiCoin, because they're seeing enough people want to buy PiCoin, and they know that they can make money off of every time people buy and sell or do things on their platform. So that's why they bought this. It's not to be a PiCoin evangelist now, the kindness of their heart or anything like this. It does help legitimize PiCoin in my mind, and it also helps bring the coin to the largest market on earth, which is really nice, of course. So definitely bullish, but I just wanted to clear that up. This isn't them showing their support for PiCoin necessarily. This is them just wanting to get access to a larger market and to make more money. Well, they're a business. That's what they do. So anyways. All right, going on to the next major piece of news for PiCoin and Pi Network this week. They actually just released an article on April 10th from the Pi core team saying that they've expanded their Pi Ad Network. It was in an enclosed beta before. I believe only 4 apps total had access to this, and now it's actually open for all devs to apply to the Pi Ad Network. So just a little bit more context. Anybody that wants to advertise to the 20 million users of Pi that are clicking in every single day, then they can actually request for advertising spots, and they actually have to pay in PiCoin. And now devs can expand. If you're already on the Pi mainnet and you're a developer, you have an app, you can apply to have those ads shown on your app in an easy way. And you're going to get paid in Pi, and the advertisers are going to have to pay in Pi, which means that super annoying game that's been on YouTube for like a few years now, and we see every time we click the button for PiCoin, that Elden Scrolls or whatever it is, that just on a sidebar to me is hilarious to think that they are like a PiCoin whale, or that they at least probably hold a Pi wallet or something if they've been advertising for so long on Pi chain. So very interesting, and just sort of what that Pi ad network means and what's going on, just so you guys know. It's people buying and selling the ad spots using Pi. And it's all pretty much in the Pi ecosystem at this point. So last major piece of news from the last week. This actually just came out about 24 hours ago, and I'm seeing more misinformation about this really than anything else so far. And that is that Pi has officially been integrated into the Chainlink ecosystem. It just got added along with 21 other cryptos into the Chainlink data feed. And what this means, and it really is amazing news for PiCoin, is that now we can finally get integrated into DeFi and start taking part in DeFi and being part of all of the different advantages of the ecosystem and not having to worry about news like centralized exchanges or this and that. For people to be able to buy PiCoin or on-ramp or off-ramp, they now have access to a lot of the different ecosystems that Chainlink interacts with. So that is definitely massive, and there's a lot of advantages to being interacted or a part of Chainlink's ecosystem. But what this doesn't mean is, again, that this is a big piece of support necessarily for Chainlink for PiCoin. I mean, I'm under the understanding or the impression that you can actually go ahead and pay lots of money to get integrated into this platform, or that you can have Chainlink integrate your chain or different things like that if you do pay for it. I don't know if this was the case for PiCoin or not, but all that I'm trying to say is that it doesn't necessarily mean that this is an endorsement from Chainlink for PiCoin. It definitely is a sign that we're heading in the right direction. Becoming part of DeFi is massive. It's very important just for the strength of the community, for the strength of the ecosystem as a whole, but it's not an endorsement from Chainlink. So just recognize that pretty much every project that is a major crypto is integrated with Chainlink at some point. It's kind of a running joke in crypto at this point, is that people have partnered with Chainlink because they are so interoperable with so many different chains. It's kind of their entire goal. However, it still is incredibly bullish because now we have access to a lot more parts of DeFi that PiCoin, Pi Network didn't have access to. So it's the next natural progression to us maturing as an ecosystem. And that has been everything from me today, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really know what you guys think about all this different news. Again, this is just me giving my 2 cents because I didn't see too many videos like this getting made. So let me know your guys' thoughts. And as you all know, this has been Joe from New Money Crypto. We all know there's smart money, dumb money, old money, and years from now, they're going to be calling you new money. Until then, I'm going to catch you guys on a video soon. Much love. Peace.